Alright, here we are back again. This time not streaming because my internet connection is doing really silly things. And so, yeah, I just, like it's like a yo-yo going up and down and up and down. So, I decided in the end the best choice would probably just be to do a recording and put it in YouTube and hope people don't mind that they didn't see me taking over this one area. And whatever else I'm gonna do today. Of course you would walk away. Oops. I guess they're trading posts? Okay, that's good. Trading posts, not trading posts. English is so... Oh, that's the big guy. Oh, right, I should probably... Because, of course, the safe game didn't remember me tagging anyone. So I should probably tag everything again. So I know what things to deal with. It's always the important part. And there's something blue over there. Not quite sure what that was. Orichalcum or something. It's interesting, the first time I heard the word orichalcum was in Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. So until it showed up in this game, I didn't know that it was, you know, not something that the guys from Fate of Atlantis had just made up and said that it was from Plato's Lost Dialogue. But apparently, like, some words or something are somewhere at least.
Break their supplies, break their will.
Alright. Nobody saw us, that's good. It says I should check my inventory. That I had gear better than what I have currently. So let's take the opportunity to save and check out our gear. Oops, wrong button. There are two menus here, and I always instinctively like hit the normal menu key and then go, oh no, wait, the character menu is on the other one. I should probably just put them on like keys I'm used to from like MMOs or something. You know, because here it's tab and escape. And escape is usually the game menu, that's not wrong, but like character info and stuff is usually on like C for character or U in Star Trek Online for some reason. So it kind of feels like I should really have those. Oh, we're level 26. The level 27 thing we can't wear. Oh, the Admiral's helmet looks like it's better than what we have. Okay, so I guess we'll go up with that one. What else is there? Nothing. Let's see. Gloves. We are 22. We can go up to 25, I guess. Oh, we're losing the hunter damage, of course. Well, let's just grab the higher items and see what happens, and at worst, if I feel I can't do anything proper, then that seems to be roughly identical, except for armor, so that's good. Well, assassin damage, oh, not all damage, but elemental buildup. Is that fire and poison? Or what does elemental buildup really mean? Everything else is lower. Okay. Do we have any weapons we want to use? I think the sword is the highest one. But daggers aren't really that good either. I don't think we have anything useful here. We have a level 26 hunter's bow that is lower than what we have. Although it does have more headshot and more hunter damage. So that might be worth something at least. Within the birthplace of Apollo, seek the Temple of Delians. There is a secret passageway to an underground tomb behind a bronze statue. Find me in a pile of apples guarded by snakes. And the wooden doll. Sadly, we only have one artifact fragment so far. Okay, press the save button once again. And go back up here. Okay, that's a lower level guy now. So we should probably try getting in. Alright, so we got in a proper headshot and we still have adrenaline left, so if we're lucky, when this guy comes over and notices... Oh. You're going over there, really? Okay. Hopefully you didn't see us.
Where did they go?
Oh, not used to that slow-mo yet. But good. Oh. Well, I guess we can carry you away. Hide you a little bit. Alright, so there are two more over there. What sound was that? Anyway. Oh, come on, don't tell me the frame rate has gone down again.
A body. Let's check it out. I've got the archers.
We've got another segment. That's good.
Not a thing. She won't escape me.
Oh, I did knock out. Well, I guess that works. Can recruit him, see if he's good. Ah, no, let's leave him there. I think that's the last one left. Now we can both be loud without everyone coming over. And we have another... Oh, seriously? Can I sneak up on you? There's not really much... Wait, I have... where was that ability? Here. Can I do that on you? Alright. That worked out. I managed to get the shield off of him, which is always the most annoying part. Oh, and I need to heal again. So let's see if we can get you on fire without getting me on fire. Whoops. Ooh. Thank goodness I managed to heal. I should really...
Death is close.
For you, I hope. Yes. Alright. Loot this guy. You don't have loot anymore? Okay, I guess we got that. It was kind of cute that he was standing there not noticing that his friend was lying over there. I mean, I guess he was... I think he was standing here, right? So he should have seen his friend. But he did nothing. Nope. This one. Alright.
Supply crate. Should destroy these without attracting attention.
Well, I hope that was without attracting attention. Because I've set quite a lot on fire. It's kind of nice that there's fire next to the supply crate as well.
Who knew rebelling was this much fun?
Well, if you had children, Cassandra, or remembered your childhood, well, I guess she had to grow up fast, so she probably couldn't rebel. Couldn't go through her rebellious phase like you would usually do. Or you would know that it was fun. But I like this, that they have her say that.
Podarkis's troops will be helpless. That should do it. Kira will want to hear about this.
Alright, you've completed the whole thing. It's interesting how all the tents catch fire as well. Is there anything else worth looting? Apparently not.
This should cripple Podarkis' defenses.
Alrighty then. Back to Kira, I guess. Wait, wasn't there a cave up there somewhere? Just realized I didn't... Because of all those objectives, I totally forgot to check out this cave. And you know, that's the first rule in hardcore gaming, is that you enjoy the scenery and explore.
Athenian wine. I'm sure Kira would enjoy this. Come to think of it, so would I.
Athenian wine. So... Alright. Now... Just gotta see that we don't run into any traps again. We've done this before. Oh, by the way, if you've seen any of the trailers, then you probably will notice that I'm kind of trying to avoid talking about a certain topic, because I think it's a spoiler at this point. Even if it's been all over the trailers, I think we'll see. There's a light over at the Frankenstein snake. There's a light burning in the fireplace. Oops. There's a light in the darkness of everybody's snake. I'm sure that's what, what's his name, Richard O'Brien was thinking of when he came up with this melody, before he rewrote everything. Oops. Almost missed a snake there. Oh. I guess we can poison the snake if we have to. Oops. Huh, that was nice. The arrow, because there was fire nearby, the arrow caught fire as well. Somehow I couldn't crouch just now, and I don't know why. Isn't that... misremembering the key? No. Oh. Yeah, I misremembered the key. Somehow my head went to control instead of C for crouch. So did we get everything? Kind of looks... Usually those tombs have something more in them. Ah, maybe here. Whoops. Another snake. Alright. Fried snake. I hear that's actually a delicacy. I guess snake must be a little bit like, you know, like octopus or something, like little bits of meat, right? Ooh, that looks good down there. It's green and pink. There's another one. Can I throw the torch on you? Yes, okay. So at least I see what I'm doing, I guess. By the light of the burning snake. It's kind of nice that, you know, like you have to be careful what objects you have in a game. Because, you know, it's not, like not everything that you can have in a game. Like there's a lot of CPU time for some effects, or for also, you know, the side effects. So if you have a torch lying on the ground, and every enemy walking over it has to check, do I catch fire now? Is it close enough? And things like that. Then of course that's an additional calculation. And, you know, like, can something else catch fire by getting too close to the burning snake and things? So it can get complicated pretty quickly. And so what you usually do is what they do here, which is if I now, like, they have the one burning element, and if I turn on a new torch, the burning element pretty quickly goes out. Although I guess it still kind of works. Maybe it was just coincidence. Because there's still a torch, so I could probably pick one up. Heavy mace, lion fang. Oops, what's that? Oh, there's another torch, okay. Anyway, what, like for expensive, I guess this fire is probably just, you know, like a circle around the burning object. And then maybe a little bit of, you know, more complex calculations. Whether the snake catches fire. No, but I think that looked like a predefined animation, just like snake catching fire. You know, like you can do different things. Like you could let like the physics engine detect, like, okay, the torch is near the back of the snake, so the snake will catch fire from the back. But I think it kind of always, like, generally catches fire, and the head shows fire the most, because that's what you can see best when it's upright. So I guess that isn't it. See, like, it basically rises up and doesn't do much more. Whoops, that was oil. I guess. That was mean of the level designer. Like, if you're too bored to change from the torch to a proper weapon, then hey.
Won't budge.
So what exactly does that get us? I wonder why we can push this thing. Whether that was just, oh, you know, you needed some element there, and then they said, okay, let's make a movable element here. Oh, we can move it pretty far. So we can probably use this to climb up again. Is that what it's for? But we don't really need that, do we? Or is it to avoid the snakes? I have no idea. Where was the other snake? Here, okay. And there's this thing with which we can lock the door. But it's not really locked, okay. I don't know why these elements are there, maybe just red herrings. Which is what you usually call stuff. Oh, okay, here's the most important part. I thought like usually there is a stele or something like this here. I still miss, like, what are the ancient steles for? Are these ship upgrades? I think the ship upgrades were the tablets or something.
Something's blocking this.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we didn't unexpose anything. Expose anything, uncover. I should pick one of the two words. Okay, nothing here, I guess, so let's hope we can find the way back out. Oh, there's some gold I missed, I think. And I think... what's this? Did we go here already? Lots of traps here. Huh. There's another treasure. Oops. I think it didn't. Oh, no. You would kind of expect them to trigger a little earlier. You know, like to trigger full height immediately and not just like come out and then wait for you to stay on it and poke you in the ribs completely. You know, like, for a real world thing. I mean, for a game it's good that they warn you, and since, navigation isn't quite as easy, you kind of want that. I guess it's if it's dark like this, you can't see them as well. Then it works, I guess. Alright, where are we now? Are we back at the entrance where we originally were yet? No, I think this is another spot. Otherwise he would have looted all this already. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wonder if the objects down there...
Something's in the way.
You know, like it... A lot of this mission kind of felt like they had done a second tutorial. Or maybe even the first... I'm trying to remember whether I actually had like a... something that felt like a tutorial for the tombs, or whether I just, you know, figured them out and remembered some from Origins. Okay, I think this is where we came in. Right. And so that was the blocked thing. That was our exit, and so now we should be back. Oh. Another Miss Drachma. Anyway. We're back, okay. Okay, we're back with the weapons. Why are we so shiny and gold? Oh, the whole thing is silver coated on the inside? That's amazing. Alright, so we got a bunch of stuff.
Watch will be vigilant here.
And we should probably save. Yes, that works. Good. And we actually have something that we can unlock here. An ability point. And I think I meant... area of effects done. That needs a spear to be better. Archery master. Ghost arrows of Artemis. Beastmaster. That's the one I've been wanting for quite a while. I think I'll get that. Okay, so that's only wolves, and then later we can... leopards, lions, or lynx would be a future upgrade. Of course, my question is, how do I knock them out? Hold E to tame the animal. Well, I think we've grabbed everything we could here. Looks pretty much like it, so... let's go back to Cura. Oh, let's just check, because I've been seeing... Delos. What's this? Level 29, that's a bit... With such a nervous disposition, it's a wonder Ikarios ever became a mercenary. Some said it was out of desperation, while others insisted it was an act to lure foes into false security. Okay, so here is the outlook point. And Cura is over there. Okay, and there was another point here, right? So we should definitely at least go to that outlook point into the city. To unlock the fast travel for here. I wonder, should I set anything else on fire? It always... like, I'm never quite sure with this game, like, how ruthless am I supposed to be, you know, like, how much is this real role-playing and how much are they expecting me to just be ruthless to get points, you know? How much can I get away with? Because, like, in general, I don't want to be ruthless, but on the other hand, I don't want to be constantly under-leveled in a game or something like that. So, it's always a trade-off. If they offer so many mechanics...
Those lions are impressive. I wonder what they're guarding.
Iron like a lion in Zion. Iron, lion, Zion. I don't know what they're guarding either. Doesn't look obvious. Okay, so those, like, if... You know, Cassandra being a normal person, that's what, 2-3 times my height? It's hard to get a sense of scale when they have these huge buildings there and then the statues, and you're kind of thinking like, okay, how much is this? I mean, this is hella huge already. That's what, like 3 floors high? 1, 2, yeah, about 3 floors. And the lions are about the same level, so they're probably like 2 floors high. That's big. I wish I spoke Greek. Whenever I hear them... Oh, it's over there, okay. Oops, I don't want to go for a swim, but hey. I hope they don't mind me running over Zeus' head. More importantly, knowing this game, we might actually meet Zeus. I think they had some gods that were, you know, sort of real superpowered aliens or something like that.
Part sanctuary, part treasury. I wonder if the Zillions left any silver behind.
Oh, I think she moved her mouth. Wasn't aware that they had done that. Like, that didn't always work. Oh, we could steal something. Oh, I guess we have to go to the Apollo statue over there. But I think we shouldn't steal the silver here. Nice singing. No, don't stop. You know, think about it, like, what effort this game took. Like, they didn't just have to, you know, cart voice actors by the boatload into studios, have, you know, sound mixers there that recorded all the lines, have directors there that made sure that every line was on point for what it was intended. No, they also had to, like, invite some musicians there that would, you know, play basically authentic ancient Greek music with authentic instruments, and they had to record and mix those properly. There's so much work that went into this game.
Himself. Impressive.
I'm still not quite sure, like to, you know, someone who grew up in the, funnily also Greek, and Christian tradition, of, you know, gods being these infallible, Ooh, he works out. He squats. Um. So, you know, like some of the followers of Jesus, and I think they know that, like, there was a historical person that was Jesus of Nazareth. That much is scientifically proven. So whether you're, you know, like, believe that religion is true or not, um, like, they know that there was a person, and I think they have records that he was crucified. So up until that point, and they know that he. I think like the calculation for Jesus' birth date is about. What was it, like 30 years off or something? I think it was something like they found out later that whatever priest, monk, scientist, back then the distinction didn't exist that much yet. Um, Scholar tried to calculate when Jesus was born to, you know, fix the starting point for our modern system of counting years. Was kind of, I think, off by. I'm trying to remember. Was it really 30 years? I think 30 years also happened to be roughly his age. So maybe I'm misremembering. But anyway, it was like slightly off. Maybe it was more like 7 years or 4 years or something like that. You know, it's a few years off. How did I get there? Anyway, yeah. So they have a historical person who was, you know, born roughly around the time and died roughly around the time that it would have had, and that had some of the backstory they've had, and so there are just certain elements of the story that are listed in the Bible that they have no proof for, which, you know, can go either way. So I'm not arguing about anything. But what what's interesting about that is that some of Jesus' followers were Greeks, and were not Jews as either, you know, and so they brought in like the tradition of Greek philosophy and things. So if you like read like if you're not familiar with the Bible, it's split into like 4 different stories written by different people, and they're written in like from a different point of view. But they roughly, you know, some of the stories show up in several of those 4 parts. So we have different viewpoints and sometimes slightly conflicting viewpoints on the same events. But it's not, you know, like it's not necessarily a major elements. It's just that someone left out some things, and yeah. So it's and I mean all those stories were written down quite a while after the fact. So like you know, there is what is it, Matthew, Marcus, Lucas, or Luke, I think is how you call him in English, and Matthew is Matthias, and Paul, not John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Sorry, couldn't resist. Anyway, so these are those people, and let's synchronize while I'm talking about this stuff. So we've done at least something. Anyway, so and those aren't the Paul or Matthew that are among Jesus' followers. So those are different ones, just with similar names. That's what many people mix up. Whee! Hey, shouldn't I have landed in here? That wasn't fair. Oh well. We did our synchronization, so we can get back to Kira, I guess. Anyway, and so... Why am I crouching? Wait, we probably have to rebel here. So we should probably take down this spot as well, right? Rub it a little, lower the nation power. That sort of thing. Or don't we?
Get the fuck out of here!
This area will be well defended.
Okay, you've seen me. So let's see what we can see here. Or well, let's maybe do that later and go back to Kira now. Nothing here. Oh, there's a window up there. Let's try that. That looks so interesting. I want to do that one. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, so the Greek tradition and things like that. So the Roman tradition of gods, they were much more human figures. You know, like they were arguing with each other and they were born in places. So they're much more suitable to this idea of, you know, they were ancient aliens or whatever that you see in some pseudoscientific stuff. I wonder where the other treasure would be. Whoops. No. Alright, let's see if we can move over there. That looks like a spot where a treasure might live. Okay. There's some things that might be stolen. Where is the other treasure? Oh, here. Okay. That's not really easy to... Or is it? Oh, I think that might actually work. No! I didn't want to knock you out. Oh no. That wasn't what I wanted to do. Whoops. Okay. Let's get out of here quickly. If we can. Oh. Okay, that wasn't quite what we wanted to do. So let's see if we can... Okay. I think we're good. Not quite what we wanted to do, but okay. Anyway, and so, So the Greek tradition was much more philosophical about gods and was, about like them being a higher entity and being completely different from us and incomprehensible and things like that. And so if you read, I think it's Paul that was the Greek one. Like his stories always like they're more heavy on, like stylistic figures in phrasing and analogies and well, analogies is maybe the wrong word, like more like metaphors and things, and whereas the other books still try to like liken things to each other but are not as abstract. And so when you have something here, to get back to the point that brought me on this whole long confusing um, X-course. Um, well, anyway, so yeah, is that they say the birthplace of Apollo. That's something that feels weird to someone like me who is, more in this philosophical bent. Like that's what I think of first when I hear about a god, which is normal for Western civilization. Okay. So those guys are still in there. So let's get back up there.
Don't want to be caught here.
I really didn't mean to, like, actually attack that guy. My intention was really to interact with the treasure. Anyway, so birthplace of Apollo sounds weird. Okay, let's see if we can... Alright. Let's see, can we get through here? No, apparently not. Hello? Can we climb around you? No, I can't. Okay, that's what I meant to do. Alright, now we can go. Oh, my bounty is cleared because nobody saw me. That was fortunate. I didn't even notice that they had... Oh well, did I have a partial bounty maybe? I think I would have heard if it was a full bounty. Right, and I would have noticed the red skull in the corner. I hope at least... I hope Kira isn't annoyed by that. Alright. Anyway, so much for philosophy with Uli. All a kitten can tell you about ancient Greek and Roman philosophy. And, hello, sir? Would you like to see my arrows? No? Oh, this is a pretty area. Oh, I guess it's not just pretty, it's some sort of camp, I guess. kind of weird. I mean, you know, like it's like seeing barbed wire fence, but you know, like if you saw some sticks here, you would think, oh, it's a garden with, you know, like decoration or something. We stopped using pointed sticks as protective measures, like wood sticks, for a long time. Especially with gaps like these in between and guards, you know, like usually our fences are, you know, like big and metal and closed and have barbed wire across the top usually, so you can't climb over them either. And you know, it's more, back then they were more focusing on, you know, like making people take some time to come in or forcing them to come in at certain spots and then placing guards strategically so that that works. But with us today, it's more like you have a big fence and then you have maybe one person that patrols the fence occasionally, and you try to make the fence impenetrable and not the fence just being a hindrance to kind of funnel people to the easiest spots where you have guards. You know, it's always like a trade-off like that. Like if you have, for example, door locks are similar to these fences here, because the point of a door lock is not to make it impossible to get in. Every door lock can be unlocked in given enough time. But with door locks, usually the idea is just making it so that it takes you, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. And in that time, usually someone will have come by and noticed that someone is doing something unusual at the door lock, and will at least, you know, like have asked, excuse me, can I call you like a locksmith or something? Have you locked yourself out? And when later someone says, I've been robbed, you can say, hey, I've been, oh, I saw this guy and he looked like this, and he did something at that door lock. So, you know, you'll remember who it was and they can arrest that person. So that's the point of your door lock. Not as much being impenetrable as, you know, being slowing people down who want to get in and thus making it impractical. What's this ship want? Ah, I love that singing. Oh, and another whale or something. It's a nice detail. Like, you know, the water is basically enough. So that they added these whales is a detail that makes it feel so much more real. It's interesting, like just as a small detail.
Ready the ship for docking!
So yeah, so there's a different, like a safe, of course. There, the idea is you can't get at the contents. And you know, like whether it's a bank vault or something like that, you know, there it's just they know people will try to get in. But I mean, even there, you know, like given enough time, you could, you know, open a combination lock or something. The thing is just that usually nobody would get enough time to just be there and listen to the lock and you know, not just open it with the key. And so someone would come by and say, hey, wait, what are you doing here? But the time is a lot longer, and then it's not. And funnily, the same in programming is the matter with encryption. There's no unbreakable encryption. All that we have been able to do and will ever be able to do, if I may be so making such an absolute statement, is most encryptions are just things that are calculations that take a long time to reverse, you know. So you can calculate a number that, you know, based on the text that you're sending and, say, your email address, you know, and then you can calculate a certain number that matches this number and your email address, and, well, or like something like your name. It's not really your name, it's not really your email address. It's called a, you know, a certificate, which is basically a kind of calculated fixed number that you can somehow can give other people, and say, you can use this number to check if it's me. And you have another number that you used to calculate this slightly simpler number. And so, anyway, to not get into too much detail, it just means you can use, like, your more complicated calculated number to calculate a number based on the number that other people know identifies you and the text that you're sending them, and they can use their number to the number you gave them to verify that this text came from you. And the trick here is that somebody could theoretically calculate the number, like your complex secret number, based on the number that you give other people to verify who you are. It would just, with current computers, you know, take, I don't know, I think like a century or something is the usual time it would take these days. And by that time, usually you have a new number. Or you can just replace your number when you find out, you know, and then it's not a problem anymore that they can say, hey, I'm him or her, because, you know, you have a new number now and you've already told everyone use that new number from now on and nobody will check it. But as computers get faster, of course that means that it gets easier to reverse engineer those numbers, those secret keys. And that's basically what all encryption is, and that is basically the same thing we do for door locks. It's that we that we just try to make it hard enough for people to actually break in somewhere that it's not practical. It's not that it's impossible, it's just that, you know, in practice, you know, nobody would want to wait 100 years before they could forge orders from a president. They need to forge orders from the president now. And in 100 years, that person will probably no longer be president and will no longer be using that secret code.
Where's Kira?
She's...
Miss me already, Mistios? Kira, there's something I need to tell you.
That look on your face, so serious. Sit, relax, drink some wine.
What I'm about to say is for you alone.
Follow me.
I'm not going to
Now
tell
that you have me all
everyone.
alone, what is it you want to tell me?
There is no other way to say this. Podarkis is your father.
What sort of joke is this?
This isn't a joke.
I will kill you where you stand! This can't be.
Kira, I'm sorry.
He took everything from me. How did you find this?
I found your old house. I know about your mother.
I can still hear her screams. A storm of blue armor and red blades tore through our home. I had to run through Mater's blood to escape. I never returned to that place.
It was best you didn't.
It's good you told me in private. The men don't need to know this, not yet. But please, leave me for a while. I need to be alone.
That's pretty good work. Now that, on the other hand, is not quite good work. Like, like, this game is great, well done, I've said it a couple of times, but, I'll point out, like, little details. And, like, here, we left her standing about here with the doll on the table and us over here, and suddenly, when the cutscene is over, she's disappeared. They should have either, what you usually do is you save yourself this trouble by having every cutscene end with the character walking away out of view. So that's like one way to do something like this. Then you just avoid this problem. Or you put an NPC here, that waits and maybe respawn, like yourself outside or something. So that, you'd have to explicitly walk back in there and talk to the NPC. Or, of course, what you can also do is you can have the scene end with, her standing there, you slowly walking out, but then, we'd have to be out there somewhere. And then they could just leave us here. And then if we wanted, we could go back and we'd say, oh, okay, I guess she walked away somewhere. But, it feels unrealistic to, like have someone suddenly disappear in front of you. I wonder, taking all this money is not stealing? It's kind of interesting. Oh, I found the Enigmata Ostraka. Okay, good. Marble morale. Search for the marble quarry in Tavern Point. I was thrown down a pit along with the many bodies of exhausted slaves. Alright, so we're supposed to... I guess the reason there is no NPC here is because we have a second mission, return to Kira, upstairs. I don't know, how... whether anyone thought about making this story, how these stories would happen relative to each other, and whether I'm just not doing them in the originally expected duration, or if this was just a side quest that they added later, and then, realized that, oh, well, we don't really want to prevent the player from seeing this. But, usually just do what's, Star Wars The Old Republic does, which is just have the NPC walk out at the end of the cutscene, and so you don't need to have a cutscene there that can be interacted with or that's standing around stupidly and not saying anything to you weirdly. Something like that. Oops. What? Why are you attacking me? Whoops. You're faster. Whoa.
Any last
Oh no! What level was that? Well, it should have saved after the Kira conversation. So I think I'm good, but that wasn't too good. I mean, I was surprised. I healed like 3 times and I was already back down again. That was a very, very fast, very damaging enemy. Right outside the door as well. It's kind of weird that they're attacking me. Oh, it even saved after the enigmata. Good. Or is it enigmata? Really? You know, it's. I think it's the same word as enigma. Enigmata. Usually TA is, I think, a Greek suffix for plural. So that would be like the secrets, hidden secrets? I don't know what ostraka means. Let's see if there's anything worth taking up there. Doesn't look like it. Boo. Alright, so let's try.
Stupid flames, get out!
Whoops.
Out, damn you!
I ran into the torch. Actually, that was completely my fault. Okay, you're not there anymore. That's good. Is there anything else worth taking here? Oh, here. And now, let's climb up here and see where we can find Kira. Now, I wonder whether it will just be, you know, completely independent from that mission where we found out about Bodarkes, or whether there will be a line inserted or something referring to that. She's always so happy to see us. It's really nice.
And? Is it done?
Bodarkis' guards will have to fight with their fists and on empty stomachs from now on.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, okay, we can get a romancer. Good.
I also found this.
You sneaky, sneaky Mystios. Athenian wine.
When all this is said and done, I thought we might share some.
You surprise me, and to think I nearly threw my blade through your neck.
No one's perfect. So what will you do once Podarkis is dead and the rebellion is won?
The sad truth is I have no idea. For as long as I can remember, every day has been a struggle to live, to love. Vengeance has all but consumed me. And what will Cassandra do once this is over?
So that was what I was referring to earlier when I said, you know, like if you've seen the trailers there was actually like when they talked about the romances, she was one of the people they showed. Um, and so this is an opportunity to finally play a romance in this game. Which, I romances in games like these, like in Mass Effect as well, are always a bit, like clunky. It's always, it's a game mechanic in the end, like insert coin, get romance out, kind of like that. Um, but it's um, but I like it because like the games I grew up with were all kind of um, like simple and only about the mechanics and maybe about a fight story, and few of them had romances, whereas every movie had them, you know. And so I like having romances in games that are, decently done. Like if they're too in your face or something, then I just roll my eyes and go like, "That's badly written." You can ruin a game with a bad romance. Especially if you force the player to have that romance. Um, and I like usually I like when I can choose, like when there's several romanceable characters, and you can choose one, and then you can like if you feel like you want the rebellious but slightly evil one, then you do that because maybe you play your character as a bit evil, or at least unethical, immoral, something like that. Or you can pick the pristine, pure one and play a really like like while we were sleeping movie style, um, romance, things like that. Um, or you can do like some Star Wars: The Old Republic missions where you have a romance that, um, like when you romance certain characters, they will later in the story betray you, and then the romance has the betrayal has even more impact. And that's also like a great thing to do. Of course, it's annoying if you like like it hits home as much as if you'd really been betrayed, or like close to. Maybe not as much because in the end it's just a game, but you kind of get grumpy. Like I put all the effort into that, and you actually feel betrayed in that case, but by the game developers in a way. Um, So, since a lot of an aspect of a game for many people is, and for me as well, is fulfilling a fantasy or living a fantasy that you couldn't live in real life, or maybe even wouldn't want to live in real life, because like it's one thing to have a fantasy for a few hours and then go back into regular life. It's another to have that fantasy and have to live with its consequences, which would be, if you did something in real life, certain experiences just have certain consequences, and you go, I don't want to deal with those consequences. Um, so that's the nice thing about games. Um, but anyway, and so that's why I love to play games that have halfway decent romances in them, even if they're clunky, just because it gives you more nuanced and more adult storytelling in most cases than games usually have. It doesn't give you necessarily actual nuanced and adult storytelling, but it gets you one step closer. And so that's why, for me, games that have romances are always, or are generally better than those who don't offer them. And why like when I heard that Odyssey had decisions and romances, which Origins didn't, I went, okay, as soon as Odyssey comes out, I'll push the pause button on Origins, start playing Odyssey, go through there, and then I can go back to Origins and enjoy what I liked about that one. But it was just like this one is even closer to my ideal game, I guess.
We have a lot in common. I was hoping when the smoke clears, we could find somewhere quiet.
And what exactly do we have in common?
I wasn't expecting you to ask. No, no. So, I mean, you know, this was kind of me going like, I want to play a romance. Um, but, you know, in retrospect, justifying it, you know, like, Cassandra wouldn't just say, oh, we have a lot in common, kind of, you know, like to get someone in bed or something. I think she's more, you know, honest in that regard. Like, she's, the way I've played her, I think she's brutally honest. She's calculating in a way, but not, you know, like, she will not necessarily trick people. Like, not in this way. Like, she will sneak up behind people and slit their throats when needed or something, yes. But, you know, there's a certain brutal fairness to sneaking up on someone. Whereas, you know, lying to their face is another level of not quite ethical. And I think, you know, like, Cassandra, she kills people when needed, but she doesn't see herself as a killer. So I guess of the choices, the complicated past works well. And I mean, that's kind of...
I know you've struggled to get where you are. You've had to fight and claw for everything you have. I know, because I've done the same.
We're survivors. I'm glad the gods brought you to our shores, Cassandra. Some time alone would be nice. You must have many tales.
It's time we got going. When Podarkis learns of what happened on Delos, he'll want revenge.
And the first to suffer will be the Dilians.
Here.
Okay, so I guess we've sort of started a romance. At least made our intentions known, I guess. Okay, what quest can we do? We can still go looking for more Eyes of Cosmos, which would include getting stuff to upgrade the spear, so that's kind of not a mission we can do. We could go hunting for a legendary animal. And this Obuea, that's the one where we also need to look for the Eyes of Cosmos, I think. But like one guy I think has a mine there. Was that the one? And slave trade. The leaders of the arena in Pefka. No. Okay, oh, the Nemean lion, that would also in Argolis. Roams in the center of the sinkholes of Heracles. Spartan resource crates. Okay, that looks a little weird. So we don't really have a mission to do right now. Except for the Eyes of Cosmos, I guess. Alright, let's look for cultists. So we're still missing. Owns a quarry and a slave owner in Attica. It's not Obuea, really, I think. In an Attica silver mine. They're both in Attica. I like the music in this screen. Or we could just get anyone. Let's see where you are. And Chrysis. Venture into Argolis. Huh. No, wait. Map is what we wanted. We were already right, I guess. Okay, oh, we should probably go over there as well. Where was Argolis? Somewhere over there, I think. Argolis. Somewhere here is Chrysis. Death comes for us all. That's also Argolis. We haven't been there yet. In the wetlands of the Hydra. So I guess we want to go here. In Argolis. Megaris Attica. That was where the slave stuff was, I think. There's a lion tamer who is now our level. Friend in need. Timonax, we're still not high level enough. So we could go here or we could go to Argolis. So let's try Argolis. Maybe this one. Because I think that unexplored corner is probably where we'll find Chrysis. Either that or we get a cutscene or something now. We'll see. And if you're watching this, remember, the stream has been going on for a while. So you should have been drinking a bunch of stuff by now. That's why I was so quiet. I just had a gulp from my water bottle. Whee! Yes! You know, on one hand, this leap of faith thing is ridiculous, you know? But it's so much fun! I guess it made more sense in the older games. I think. In the older Assassin's Creed games, you could, like, you were, you know, going across the rooftops, and to go down, at least that's how I remember. I haven't, you know, played them much, and I've only watched a few people, like, play later parts, so maybe I'm misremembering, but I think, what I remember is you can hide in, like, haystacks. And I think you could also, you know, like, jump off the rooftop into a haystack to, for one, get down from a roof quickly, and for the other, you know, be hidden immediately. Which is usually, you know, what you... Wasn't there... This is Arcadia? But this corner is... Oh yeah, that's where we haven't been yet. And interestingly, the Temple of Poseidon we haven't unlocked yet. This thing. Yeah, anyway, so, the haystacks made much more sense when they were like an immediate hiding place and a quick way, like a quick elevator down from the rooftops to street level. And it was fun at the same time, so they had a cool animation to go with it. And So now it's gotten a bit pointless because here they don't let you hide in haystacks. Which, you know, like, I'm not sure what the reason behind that is. Like, is it just that they have, you know, like, bushes and things now because you're out in nature so far, that they just went, okay, haystacks don't have to be a thing anymore? Or is it more,
Ella.
Why won't any... Miss Theos, please help, I'll do anything. Please help me.
Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Raiders in the forest. My husband, he tried to fight them off.
Did you say the forest? I thought the forests of Argos are safe.
They stole our food, our horse. They wanted to take me. All I can hear is their awful laughing. Such a horrible noise.
Laughing? And the whole group ambushed you for one horse?
Yes.
If your husband is facing the bandits alone, he won't have long to live.
Please, I have a child. You have to help us.
I will find your husband and the bandits.
The main reason, like, you know, Cassandra is not really a, the way I play Cassandra, of course, always, but this Cassandra is not, so what mission was that? Sorry. I forgot to hold tab and now I don't have the mission, or maybe it's too high level? Just will families legacy. Cave Crusader. Distraught Woman, that is it. Okay. Now we have that. Sorry. So usually Cassandra is not as much a do-gooder, really. But she is, you know, for one, it's family, and for second, the story seems kind of weird to me. And so I'm hoping that it's a clever story and I want to experience it. You know, like, I'm thinking, you know, my theories right now are either, I mean, the woman was fairly convincing, you know, so usually they kind of telegraph if you're being tricked. But we'll see. But, like, one chance would be that, you know, she's really just in league with the bandits and luring people to their deaths by saying, oh, why won't someone help me? And then they run into the bandits and get killed, you know. And she, you know, gets pay or something. Another choice could be that, you know, the husband is kind of trying to sort of, you know, like, secretly divorce her by pretending he's dead and then running away. Because it didn't make sense, you know, for one horse. You know, that seemed kind of weird. So, those are kind of like my theories, how this mission could go. I mean, it could just be a straightforward, you know, like, save the husband. But I'm kind of hoping that it's more, because it, you know, Cassandra pointed out that it's kind of weird. Whee! Ha! Sorry, I hope you didn't get that gasp of mine in the headphones, but I was just so happy about being able to jump there again.
Κύκλωθεν των τραγωδών εξ απόρων διηφαίνει μια ψευδομυθία ή της συνεπιφέρει πράξεις και παρεπόμενα.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but it sounds beautiful. Sounds like, I don't know, is it a teacher or something, you know? Or is this a guided tour, maybe? I don't know. Could be anything, really. Okay, help the woman's husband. So where is the woman's husband? There's something there. The golden logo in like all these orange and ochre tones, like occasionally I just miss it. They're all... Is that like a tavern? Are they slightly drunk? So many weird moments in that game. Like, it's... Usually in games, like, you understand what's going on. But here, like, I don't know, is he a famous guy? Why are they cheering him on? I have no idea. So there's a lot of these situations that I just don't quite get. But it's interesting, you know, like you're in a different world and those people are obviously doing something. Oh, I should probably be sure to save here, because who knows what I'm gonna screw up next. Oh, that looks bad for the husband. Or is that the child?
After you saved that child I knew, can't help but do the right thing, can you?
Ah,
Chrysis? You killed this man just to set a trap?
It's an honor to give your life to Ira's greatest priestess. He died willingly. With him gone, I have room for one more on my council. It isn't too late to join us.
yes! Okay, I went here to do that story and actually thought, oh, that sounds like an interesting side mission. But, got the mission anyway. Okay, works for me. Okay, you're insane, or I'll avenge my brother.
This stops now, Chrysis! Today you die for what you did to my family. I will avenge my brother.
Very well. If you wish to be an agent of chaos, if you wish to be a killer, then kill, child. You could have joined me, messenger. We could have ruled the world together. Die for me, my child.
I want to get Chrysis at least, okay.
This won't take much longer.
Ah, crap. Let's get you first because you don't have a shield. Oh, whoa, whoa. Ah, crap.
Don't hurt yourself. Just give up.
Death is closer, sellsword.
Okay.
Die!
Don't you know when to die?
Ooh. Alright. Heal a little bit. Yes, I got him at least a little. Crap. Come on.
How much more can you take?
Yes. Ah, that was close. But somehow the shield break didn't work with him. And do you have any? Yes, you have loot for me. Good. So we've killed Chrysis.
You fucking snake!
Now you've already found your family, so I
I will
think
not stop until every last cultist has met my spear. You will be erased from history. I will erase you. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
By the way, I've turned off blood, okay? So if this looks a little silly, it doesn't with the default settings, but generally I'm not too much a fan of the fighting. So I've turned off blood, so at least it's only a game of tag. Oh yes! So you know what this means, right? This means... Come on. Okay, so somehow the button doesn't really work. This should be a dee because we leveled up. Okay, it just took like 15 presses or something until it finally worked. Good. So, let's see, what can we unlock now? We could just unlock more Beastmaster abilities, although we haven't used any of those yet. Paralyzing arrows, 6th sense. Time slows for up to 6 seconds. And I can use more arrows. Spread shot, predator shot. I think I'm using the... Which one is this? Left and 3 is a bloodthirsty arrow. I've never even used that yet, but I've used the predator shot I haven't used. I've used overpower. That's the one I've used. So I guess we should use the devastating shot more often. Or rather, at all. I forgot that that even existed. So right click and 3. And right click and 2 is predator shot. Oh, and that's... okay, it's just because it's one of the ranged abilities and it's on 2. Okay. I haven't used multi-shot, I think. I think we'll use the devastating shot. Let's upgrade that one. Oh, or I should probably have upgraded this one as well. We've used the rush assassination a couple times. Oh well, next time. So, but we're level 27 now, and we've taken Chrysis. Which means we have taken a few cultists. Cave Crusader, Hades, meet Podarkes. We can do that one. We're now high enough level for that. What else did we have? I think we had one. Arena is not really... I guess we'll have to do the arena at some point, but right now I'm not at all... You know, it just doesn't interest me. Like, arena fights kind of sound like you have to do like one after the other and things like that, and we might be locked in for a while to finish that arena fight. It just all sounds rather uninteresting to me. What do we have here? Oh, we can find information about the father now. That... so either that or Podarkes would be the things we want to do. Okay, so now let's look for cultists. So we've taken Chrysis. So Harpalos is where? I don't know. We might be able to track him. And he has a slave operation in Attica and a quarry. Okay, we can see that guy, but he's quite far away right now. So Chrysis' friend. But we haven't really tried out the wetlands of the Hydra yet. Maybe go over there, where we can quick travel. And Chrysis... what was it? I vaguely remember there was... I don't know if it was a fictitious or an actual religion, where... like, what way up you were buried as was important. I think it was like you had to be buried face up so your soul could escape to the heavens or something. And so what an enemy did was, you know, nail the corpses to the ground face down as an additional, you know, as an additional punishment, so that their souls would not go to heaven. And kind of something like that. Sounds like... Okay, why are you people here, and why are you attacking me? And what are you doing with your arrows? At least you're only level 25, but wait. What are you doing here? I really have to lock on to... No, not you. Alright. Gladly, when the slow motion starts, you know. Oh, there's an unknown... Oh wait, we had a wolf somewhere over there. That had loot as well. Alright. So now let's meet this... mercenary. I wonder why these other guys were attacking me, like where they came from. Ah, and there's you. Phaedra the Lover. 26. His past involved desecrating temples, statues, and what she saw as pathetic cultural achievements. To her, no greater city had been built than Alexandria, and no greater person forged than an Alexandrian. She has a nice axe that we can get. Okay. Well, you're level 26. We could take you down. Maybe not in the middle of the city. Now let's first synchronize. On top of a crane. Okay. Come on. Alright. Took me a moment to get like around that. Sorry. Sorry for the quiet. I was just so surprised that she just went around it. And then I had to hold shift to say parkour up there, don't just go around. I mean, in general, that actually seems like a nice feature to have her, you know, go around this. That the weight of a human is so inconsequential to the crane. Oh, I guess it's... Yeah, and we're on the weight side, so by all means shouldn't it go down with us? Jeez, people, turn on your physics! Find information about my real father? So wait, let's go to the undiscovered locations here. Just to see if there's anything of interest. Whee! It's also nice that they don't really have fall damage. Like there's a little bit, but in general... Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Whoops. That's still the... I thought I was running out of the restricted area. Oh, loot. I was really just heading away from... Oh, they're still there. Away from my followers and maybe closer to whatever mercenary is there ahead of me. Hello. Hudoime, daughter of Nyx. What level are you? 25. Okay, you're dead. Still not quite sure why I have to kill all these mercenaries, but I mean the cultists make sense. Keep her off guard a little bit. She's not really doing much damage. That's good. Alright. Phyllis the Angler. Why have I discovered a new mercenary? That's a little weird. Alright, so let's see. Phaedra, the lover. Still in the middle of the city, I guess. So let's go over there where I think we were originally headed. Well, we were headed in the general direction of all of these things.
Move.
I forgot my loot, I'm sorry. Okay, now we can go. What's this? Level 25 with a prisoner. Brute. And light soldier. Okay. Alright. That worked better than the last time where the prisoner
Let me go!
attacked me.
I can't repay you, so I won't try.
I can't repay you, so I won't try. That's a bit... I like that. Where's the other guy? Oh right, we shot him somewhere. He got catapulted somewhere back there. Yes, and he had loot. Sorry, didn't mean to leave your loot unhandled. Alright. So, we were really on our way up there when we got sidetracked as always. Oh, okay. Oh,
Out all alone, are you? Just give me your purse and you won't give her.
Come on.
many locations out here where you can accidentally run into people. And be attacked by them. Although I guess the bandit leader... Oh, okay, there's an alpha animal in here. Not really what I wanted to do. But luckily, we have Phobos.
Let's go.
That doesn't look good. Is that another bandit camp? Alright, we can get up here. That's good. Yeah. Oh. Level 27. What level were we again? I think we're still 26, aren't we? And what is back here? Somewhere here has to be... Oh, there's another prisoner. That's why. We're level 27 as well. Okay, so that's not too high. Where was that dog? Well, I guess we'll find the dog when we... free a prisoner. Save scum. Or, let's say, prepare to save scum. I'm running around a bit too much out in the open here. But I'm kind of hoping that since there's nobody here, that? Oh, that's a dead person. Okay. That's someone who could see us. Will the dog find me? I guess we shouldn't really...
Get out of the open! They're firing from over there!
Oh crap.
I'm heading out as soon as I can.
level 25, so... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, let's see if we can get you down before the poisonous guy. Yes. And now we can hopefully... do a Spartan kick. Nice. Okay. Alright. That worked. Breathe easily again. Had a bit of iron on him. I'd rather have some... I don't know. Something for poison or something. Oh, we got obsidian glass, that's good. I should probably just take on more bandit camps, come to think of it. I totally didn't realize that, you know, taking down captains also meant bandit captains. Because taking down captains means we get obsidian glass, and obsidian glass means we can upgrade our stuff. Ancient tablets, those are the ones for the ship upgrades as far as I remember. Are they just executing someone, or am I getting into their special relationship practices here?
Remember that priest? Nice bit of coin on him for a day's work.
Huh.
With my share from the temple, I'm going straight to the islands.
Spoken like a true rogue.
Alright. Okay, I can critical assassinate him.
Victory!
Poison arrows, really? Good that their prisoner ran away. That's good, because that means I didn't accidentally hit him and get into trouble with him. Alright. Freed, even though you look suspiciously Athenian. Okay. I freed 3 captives. That's looking good. Oh. I guess you can be looted. And I forgot. Sullied rag. Huh. Him seeing me seems to be an extra thing for some reason. Will he be attacking me soon because he's Athenian? Or what is this? Anyway, I guess we did good. So let's see, what else can we do here? There are a few more undiscovered locations up in Argolis. We could really do the battlefield as well. Let's do the battlefield first, just because we're in such a mood, and the other stuff I can probably do when I'm more tired. But the bandit camps kind of require a certain level of concentration that will probably soon be escaping me. After all, I've been streaming for a while yet, or rather recording. Oh. I like that. She does. Where are you? Alright. Maybe heal a little bit before the next ones arrive. They all look so cute when they're asleep. Alright, so now we can continue where we wanted to go. I hope. Doo-doo. Oh, nice music. Beautiful music. There's one thing you can take away from this game is that the music is gorgeous. Kind of like the right combination between moody and slightly, you know, dangerous. Let me just take a quick sip from my water. Alrighty then. Back to running. Could probably have taken the horse for this, but now it's too late. At least what the lions helped me is... like this bump here kind of makes it seem... yeah, it's all the... you know, like in the previous stream I wondered how much of this is hand balanced and how much is just algorithm. Talking about, you know, the... you know, the climbing mechanics. And I mean, this little bump in the road shouldn't really have been much. Okay, there's a whole lot of stuff over there, but we're not really interested. And there's a whole lot of stuff over there, where we just want to eliminate the question mark. But I guess there's not that many of them here. Okay. Here's another one. Bunch of dead people. Okay, let's see if we can hit one of you get the other one. Yes. Practically shot an arrow up his butt. Alright. All of you? Nope. There's 2 more over there. Okay. Let's see if I can get you.
Better stay hidden.
Yes. Thank you for bending right into my arrow. That was very considerate of you. Now let's see if we can. That's all looted stuff. Bandit leader has some more nice loot for us, I guess. Hi, doggy. Can I say hello to you? Nope. Are you looking for your master's voice? He won't be singing any sea shanties soon. Can I tame you? Nope. Okay, I guess that was all I could do here. Good. So let's see. Okay, so those are other locations in the next state. I don't really want to go there right now. The alpha animal in the swamp, I don't really... Do I want to go for that right now? Let's go for this undiscovered location. And the other ones in Argolis. That dog likes me. Why can't I keep him? Alright, now. That was a bit weird.
Move!
Oh, there's the swamp with an alpha animal. Over there. That's a boar. Oh. Oh. Those are non-alpha boars, and that's the alpha animal. Okay.
Let's go.
Who are these people? Why are they after me?
Come on.
Come on. That means... Whoa! I hope I won't get into too... No, of course the people and... Oh! Okay, why is the boar mainly attacking me? No! Ah, I forgot to pay attention. I hope the latest save isn't too far away. Probably the... I hope it's the bandit camp. The old battlefield thing. Sparta kick an enemy into their friends while using a fire weapon to set them on fire. The Wolf of Sparta is a war hero and strictly adherent to Spartan law. Spartan law is Semo law's younger brother. Okay, thank goodness.
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight.
Yeah, nobody will ask any questions here anymore, ever again. Alright, we should probably... Okay, it's somewhere over there. Let's just see that we don't run past the soldiers. Again. Huh. Have the soldiers not spawned here? What's that? That's another one, yeah. Right, wherever those other attackers came from. Seems they ran out. Ah, okay. There you are. Okay, we have one shot. But that's much for the alpha. Not much for the alpha. Okay. I did the objective. I killed the alpha animal. All I got was a bunch of arrows and a hoof. That's sad. Oh, but there's a treasure box here, so maybe... Assassin's armor. That's nice. Okay. Got a bit of money. Whoops. Alright, let's see if we can set you on fire, even when you're in the water. Looks like it worked. Where am I stuck? Oh. I somehow got shifted over to the side with my fingers. Got some leather. Come on, hold still. Please say I don't miss. Aw, crap. Really? How fast are you? Alright. Do you call any friends? Come on. So a few more dead people. So these spots are obviously like, you know, designed like all the placement of all the parts and things. Just because, you know, the question I had before, whether how much of this game was, you know, was like algorithmic. You know, like it's not like algorithmic in the sense of No Man's Sky or something where it's like totally random. But like what you usually do is you know, write an algorithm that can you know, like generate from certain directions. So like you say, you know, marshland has a few lakes around it and a few, you know, let me just take care of you. Alright. So, you know, like they define, you know, like marshlands has these kind of plants and things, and then, you know, it has a few, is comparatively low and flat compared to the rest, and has a few dips that have, you know, lakes in them. And the lakes are kind of more, you know, here, dirty and leave trails and things like that. And so someone designed all that, but then, like, the actual shape is kind of randomly generated, and then they can kind of paint the map in just, like, in their tools already, just paint and say, this area should be marshland, this should be a mountain, and, like, make the mountain shapes, and then they get general, you know, mountains with the right fauna on it and things like that, and also, like, the right kinds of animals to go with that. You know, you can just specify spawn, you know, this many per square kilometer, you know, like you get this many of this animal, and then you can say, okay, I just want the land, or I also want the animals, and you can then, you know, manually add some animals, or again, like, erase the animals from an area and just paint on that, you know, like say, okay, this spawn area is actually for a legendary boar and his posse, or things like that. So there are many things like that you can do to kind of make designing a large game easier. So you have like reusable parts, and they're layered on top of each other, and then you can say, okay, make the basic country, and you know, like make something that looks like the map of Greece, and then go to certain locations where you know historically how they looked and where people might recognize them, and kind of specifically design those, but the rest of the country just looks like, you know, generic Greece number 15. And that way they can focus on, like, every area will kind of look off a piece. And, but on the other hand, the areas that are, you know, recognizable or that you'll spend a lot of time in will have been handcrafted by a designer and will be really convincing. And the rest will just look like, yeah, okay, that's the empty spots in between, that's fine. You know. Is that normal that they just have like constant parties in the streets? In so many areas? I don't know. Phaedon's tomb. Okay. A tomb looks good. We can do a tomb. I like tombs. Unless they're mine, of course. It's not silver coated on the inside. That's interesting. Not much to steal here. Although we're looking for a steely. No, we're looking for a stele, but okay. Okay, we've learned previously. Right. It says I have gear that I should equip. So let's look at that. Oh right, I think we had a level 27. It's just a hood, but it already has more damage with swords. What is this? 253. Hunter damage, crit chance while full health. Intoxicator, crit damage. Well, let's use that one then. I'm just gonna recycle a few things so we have stuff. So that we have crafting materials and stuff for upgrading. Maybe also, I hope you can't hear my cell phone having fun down there. 25. It's both assassins. That's more hunter damage or assassin damage. But I like hunter because that makes my bow better. Damage with heavy blunt weapons. Heavy Athenian breastplate. That's actually... That's more warrior. Never mind. And it gives us obsidian a bit when we recycle it. That's always good. 29 is still too high. 26 is the highest we have. So I think we can get rid of all those. Belt of Ares gives us more assassin and more hunter damage. That would really be nice. But this is assassin and all. assassin, poison, and health. That's good as well. Let's get rid of this one. Greaves of Conspiracy. Noxious Boots or Boots of Agamemnon. Anyway, do we have a level 27 bow, but that's less good than our current one, I think. Oh well, let's just recycle all of those. That sword is better. Oh wait, we have two swords. No, that wasn't really what I wanted. Dagger, heavy mace, or heavy bladed versus heavy blunt. That improves assassin and hunter damage, so I think we'll keep that. Don't really use these staffs at all. Heavy mace, combat blade. Actually, the daggers are better at damage and increase hunter damage. So let's go for the daggers then. And now let's go for this one and see. 52, 12. So yeah, the hoplite sword. Kubernetes sword. Assassin damage, hunter damage. Okay, let's just leave it at that for now. Oh, spears. Trident, handcrafted spear. Alright, that should be good enough for now. And now we'll go explore this tomb. Come on. It's not that hard. Oh, no, no, no! Good that I'm on easy. That would have killed me. That was a good trick, game designers. Okay, that's the exit, I guess. Whew. Found one loot, Greek sandals. Okay, let's see if we can use a dagger or something. Yeah. Nope, I can't go through there as well. Either, sorry. Or either, if you insist on the British pronunciation. First time somebody explained the pronunciation of either to me, it was basically The explanation was basically, well, the normal people say either, but that professor over there and other weird people, they would probably say either. I always forget. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Well, at least the trap also got the snake. This is definitely... Okay, a more difficult tomb. They trick you a lot with, like, snakes hidden behind other objects and things like that. Didn't press long enough. There's the ancient stele. And there's the exit.
Something's blocking this.
Okay. That's more difficult now as well. Okay. So I guess I'm out of the tutorial phase now. Okay. I like it that those puzzles... no. Get a little more difficult now. Because I like stuff like that, you know. Like doing a little... Okay. We found the ancient stele. Whatever that gave us. Oh! Okay, so what is over there? How do we get in there? Huh. So there's one spot I can't see how to get to yet. Oh, can I maybe use the arrows? Okay, go into the inventory and craft some arrows. I can do that. If I remember where one crafts arrows, though. Just didn't read the message to the end. Oh, here, right. Alright. I like that it doesn't take that long. Whoops. Okay, I guess with the arrows that worked. That's not really... That's a spot I've already been to. Huh. Okay, so I guess now I'll have to find the exit proper. Okay. I think I've already been there. Nothing here. Exit here. Come on, Cassandra, it's not that hard. Okay, and that was where I got in. Okay. So I guess the other spot could have been a shortcut the way there. Well, anyway, so we've got this. That's nice. So what are we gonna... Oh, we leveled up again. So let's try this again. That took a moment. Alright, because we haven't spent our level up point. I forgot that before, I think. So... Go into the menu and into the abilities. And I think I could upgrade Bull Rush, which I haven't yet. Sparta Kick can be upgraded. Oh, I can upgrade the Shield Breaker. Break all shields, stun the target, and deal warrior damage. Okay, that's more important than the rush assassination right now. And I mean, now that I have a bunch of arrow abilities finally, that should be good. I'm kind of disappointed, like, I need another slot here, kind of, that would be nicer. I need to always be able to heal, so that has to be there. I usually use the fire, and I need the shield break a lot these days. And the Spartan kick, so that's... And the rush assassination I don't need, but the bull rush would be nice. But I mean, I used to have... I guess I can put the bull rush back here. Because... Okay, assign it to 2. And then on the other bank, assign healing to 4. And shield break to 2. And the instant hiding goes to 3. And so now at least I can still remember that it has to be on 2, but I'll just have to switch over. Because now I can do the kick and the bull rush to follow up again. Because that's been a bit less than optimal. That I always, like, they'd already gotten back up by the time I had run and followed them. Come on. Oh, there's a theater. I want to be a member of the theater, please. Oh, Horatio, my friend. I hardly knew ya. No, wait, that was the wrong one. Oi, Horatio. I hardly knew ya. No, wait, that was also wrong. Acropolis of Argos. Alright. And what else haven't we seen in this area? Show me the map. Something up here. But I mean, we have Chrysis now, so that's fine. And Phaedra the Lover is past involved. Oh yeah, that was that one. I've read that already. Like, the Lover is a really weird name for someone who has done all these things. I guess it was ironic. Oh. And, by the way, ironic doesn't mean made of iron. Iron. I don't know why I suddenly had the reflex to pronounce the R there. The R there. Have I ever mentioned that when I was younger, or well, when I was in high school, I guess I should start a little earlier. When I learned English pretty early, like I think I was like 6 years old or something. So as you probably can tell, English is not my native tongue. Anyway, so I learned English about 6-ish, and that was like a fairly neutral, but like roughly, you know, North American-ish English accent. So pretty close to what I'm speaking right now. And then in high school, we learned British English and what they call Oxford English, which I'm not sure if that's even an accent that's spoken anywhere in England, you know. I think it might be the name for the accent taught in Oxford. And the teacher that we had was so good at training your pronunciation that my accent totally flipped to that very crisp British, like, it was more an accent. I can't even do it right now. It was more an accent like this. I was very, it was very British and overly, and I said ask and answer instead of ask and answer, and things like that, you know. So, things like that. Very British, overly so. And I kept that for a while, but when I started working again, I started working with lots of Americans and traveling to, like, I traveled to San Francisco basically every year to a tech conference and things like that. So the practice I got and, like, the relatives I have, they were all in North America. And so my accent reverted to what I'm speaking now. And I'm kind of sad that I lost that kind of British thing, British accent. And, yeah, and sometimes I thought, you know, like, these streams would be a good opportunity to just force myself to speak with a British accent again. Okay, I guess we'll do this and find out something about our real father. The Volcanic Islands. But the problem is... Oh no, wait. We have one undiscovered location left. I'm sorry. I know I made you hope that it would finally continue here. Anyway, so to bore you with more details about myself, so no, 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 I want to go up there. Yep. Shouting on the rooftop, shout it out, baby, I'm ready to go. Don't even remember quite how that song went. Haven't heard it in too long. Anyway, so but the problem with you know, switching to what is effectively a fake accent to me now, not that, you know, basically every English accent is a fake accent for me, but this one is one I've kind of naturalized to. The problem with that is that it takes extra brain power. And streaming itself takes extra brain power. Like, if you wonder why streamers sometimes make stupid mistakes while playing, you know, like actual, you know, streamers that know how to play games, not like beginners and hardcore, fun-loving people like me, but like actual people who have skill at, you know, the mechanics of gaming. And so if you're wondering about like why do they sometimes do these stupid mistakes, well, the whole point behind that is they have to do two things at once. At one thing, they have to play the game, pay attention to the cues of the NPCs attacking them, and, you know, all that stuff. And they also have to keep talking all the time to keep the viewers entertained, you know, and think of things to talk about while they're, for example, idly scrolling around the map, wondering where the fuck, my where the mission objective is. Volcanic island, caldera of fate near on the island of Thera. Okay, Thera is a name we've seen somewhere. Mykonos, Naxos, Malos, Hydrea, Thera, down here. Okay. So that's where we go, I guess. So now we have to find our little Adrestia. Where is the Adrestia anyway? Well, and so, yeah, so as I mentioned, like, and so my problem with this is that I'm barely competent at, you know, holding up this end of a stream with my English accent. Also taking care to properly speak with, you know, and, oh, we're up there, okay, that's good. Also then taking extra brain power out of having to talk while playing, and, you know, thinking about, how should I pronounce this word so it sounds British and not American or Canadian or whatever the hell my accent is. You see, like, I even, like, use the wrong words here. So, press Z to stop and start shanties. Oh. I can get them to sing.
Ready the oars!
The helm's all yours, Commander.
Okay, so let's see if we can...
Sails! Now!
Alright,
Salvage nearby. Shall we pick it up?
yes. So, I should probably just have a short peek here. But anyway, so that's why I decided not to do the British accent while streaming. I think we should probably go between Naxos and Paros. Oh wait, so that was where Mom lives, and that's where Kira lives. That's cool. They're close together then. I guess we should turn towards the left.
Come on, you know the one I like.
Oh, I can switch the radio channel basically on the shanties?
Time for a bit of peace. Time for a tune.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. You actually have like a radio switch on your ship.
I see salvage.
Da, 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 da. Okay, where are we now? Yeah, we're in between there. So we should go towards the right.
Lower the oars!
Whoops. Didn't actually mean to do that. I wonder if those are like, what kind of songs that are. If they are like authentic shanties, or if there are something they composed in the style, or if they're, you know, like, songs that, you know, are old, but probably not that old, and they just, like, say, oh, well, they might have sung that back then. It's probably a mix or something.
Awfully close. Should we ready for a fight?
Nope.
Everyone to your positions! We'll crush them! Everyone, brace yourselves!
No, I didn't want to fight.
Keep up the speed!
I didn't actually want to fight.
Commander,
Are we getting away? Yeah, they're like 2 levels above us. I don't want to fight them either. Like, I'm not... You know, I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid. The usual. Okay, we're almost there, I guess. We're headed in the right direction, at least.
I think we're out of danger here. You had me worried for a second there, Commander.
And our ship is healing. Good. But you know, it wasn't just like higher level, it was like gold, so whatever that is, you know, like not just a minor.
Lowering speed!
Commander's left the helm.
Alright. So let's go for a quick swim to that island. Whee! There are so many systems in that game, and you go like, you know, like if I had to code that, you know, like making a decent swimming system like that would be hard enough already. You know, making a decent ship battle system like that would be a lot of work. Making the ground combat system like that would be difficult. You know, and they have all 3. Volcanic Islands, Forge of the World. Alright. What I like about these things is that we can now call our horse. Like, how did you even get here?
Off we go now.
Where on the ship, you know, do you fit? Do they have like a little cot for the horse? Or what is this?
Ella.
Okay, let's see what we can see here.
Off we go now.
There's a lot of volcanic stuff. Okay, let's see. Research in the Caldera of Fate on Thera. So what is the Caldera of Fate? Okay, that's somewhere on the right apparently. And here's an undiscovered location. But I guess let's go to the Caldera of... Oh, this entire shape is the Caldera of Fate? No, that's just... Okay, so let's turn right, and that's probably where he is. Oh, over there. That's actually a city.
This place is nice.
I hadn't noticed that. We might be a little far. Okay, I guess let's leave the horse to find its own way and go down here. That's also something nice, just this... They don't... You know, this game, since you can climb like this, and since that's been in there for ages, you're not constantly running around circles, but they can give you, like, amazing, you know, like, scenery like this. And you can just climb down and be happy and not have to run around everything. Okay, I guess that's the watery thing that we saw. That used to be a bridge. Is there an earthquake here or something? Or is it just derelict? Its last known position is the volcanic islands. Used to be the Caldera of Fate. Had a camp set up among the Minoan ruins. So... I guess these could be Minoan ruins, or... Wait, in what direction am I looking now? Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll just go ahead, I guess, and check this out. And then I can always go to that question mark. That is probably the correct location. Oh, that was a bit more daring than I thought, but okay. Alright. Close to your target. Oh, it was actually the right spot. Okay. Okay. Back on land, and now we'll let Icaros find...
There's the camp.
Oh, there's something over there. Looks like an animal. Can't see what kind though. But it has those little spiky things at the top. Some sort of tiger or something. There's a bunch of animals like that over there. And a treasure. Okay. So let's head over there then. And you know, this transition effect is actually pretty cool. You know, like, on one hand it fits because we're in the simulation, of course. But on the other hand, it's probably also like a technical thing. You know, you can, when you're like loading a location, it takes a while to load stuff. So what you usually do, because that's what works well when you're running, for instance, is you load the stuff in front of the character first, and then the stuff farther away. And then, of course, the stuff even farther away gets loaded with less detail and things like that. But anyway. Ooh. It runs away, actually. That's interesting. Okay. And so, since you're loading inside out anyway, you know, like towards the distance, it kind of makes sense. Let me just save here. It kind of makes sense to do that here as well. And you know, like here, it's totally right to do it that way because, you know, the simulation, like a real simulation, would do it the same way. And you can get away with actually having a real bad loading experience, so to say, because you see how technical it is.
Nothing but that tablet. I wonder what it says.
While continuing
Light beams are the key.
While continuing my research on the Minoan ruins, I found writing that spoke of a doorway. After some translation, it appeared that the reflective mirrors I found are part of a mechanism. I aligned the mirrors, and when I went back into the ruins, I found a path that led deeper underground. At the very bottom of the cave, I found an entrance to somewhere else. Tomorrow I shall open the door and see what's inside. Okay, so we're going down there. Cool, we're exploring sci-fi stuff. I wonder if we'll get a puzzle or something.
These ruins
Anyway.
look old. I wonder who built them and when. What are those towers?
What towers? I don't see towers.
Fira. Not what I expected.
Oh, okay, so we can call our ship here. That's nice. Nice. Okay. Anyway, towers. I guess these little buildings she means are towers? I mean, they don't seem, you know, that tall, so I'm kind of confused why she would call them towers. But maybe that's just, you know, my modern understanding that a tower has to be way taller. Alright, just a last save. Okay, quick saved. And now see whatever we can do here.
It's locked. I should check the tablet again.
Okay, so mirrors. But where are... So maybe she means the columns?
Yeah.
As towers? Oh! There's light up there. I guess that's what I have to do. Oh, didn't quite reach far enough. But okay, that makes sense. I was thinking whether that was something important. go down there just to get my soft leather, I think. That in turn will mean that these guys will probably... Oh no, they won't attack me. Nice kitty. Soft kitty, little ball of fur. Nice kitty, soft kitty, purr, purr, purr. Okay. Oh. Can I push that? No, I can destroy it, I guess.
It's aligned.
Okay. So where do they go now? Okay. So I got it reflected to here, so I guess it'll probably have a gap somewhere here. Let's see. Oh, another door. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. I wanted to slide up there. Why doesn't that work now? Can't get up there now? Alright, let's get you. Come on. I can do this. Ooh. Ooh. I should probably get away from here. Because I can't heal. No. I don't want to die. Not now. Okay. Heal. Alright. That was a close one. Didn't want to desync at that point. Okay, now let's go back up. Because there's the slidey thing over there. That we missed the last time. Ah, now it worked. Okay. Bing, bong. Okay. Oh. I like this. They're making it slightly more difficult now. Let's see what this does. There's a mirror here. And I guess there's a mirror here. Come on. Okay, it's not quite in the right spot. Okay. Can we maybe move this one? What's it doing now? No, still it has to be all the way, I guess.
This looks to be in the right position.
Alright. Nope. Alright, so we get the light from up there, it goes in there and reflects on that thing. But what about that thing? Can I... No, okay, that's blocking it, so I did that right already. Alright. What's this one for? Can I turn this somehow? Wait, that's going over there, okay. So we're already right, we just have to go to another spot. And over there reflected somehow. Okay. Nice that this distance was just close enough to skip the water. Alright. Aw, they're singing. Alright, let's see. We have to get stuff out of the way, and this one is blocked. So I guess I'll start with this one. Can I push this one over there? No. Can only move that back and forth, I guess. Then I guess that's just in the way and should be back there. Let's see. Okay, I need... Let's see, this light is going over there. So I guess all of these... Okay, let's move that back there. Oh, no wait. Now, push it. Let go. Thank you.
Something's in the way.
But I can push that. Yes. I can move that over there. And then I can get this out of the way, I hope. Okay, this only goes back and forth, I guess. But this one I can probably get out. Alright, come on, stand here. Can I? No, okay. That only goes back and forth. Alright, where are we now? Okay, now I can hopefully move this out of the way.
I think I've got it.
Yes, okay. And now it's down there somewhere. Whoops. More snakes. No. Why did it have to be snakes? Alright, I've got them all.
There. That should work. Now, to try the door.
Ha 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 ha. And I think this is where we will stop the stream. At least this episode. I might just continue playing now, but I think this is a good point to stop, take a break. And the stream has been going on for a few hours, so it's probably a good way to segment the video. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. And let's see what we will find about our father and about ourselves inside this mysterious door.